LP Master 6, and welcome to a very special version of Super Mario 64, most commonly referred to as Super Mario 64 Shindō Pak Taiō edition, or version. That's kind of interchangeable. I'm not sure how they translate differently from each other or which word would matter over the other in any scenario for a video game title. But that's beside the point. This game is a Japanese exclusive re-release of Super Mario 64, mainly because it features that were only in the Western versions originally and not in the original Japanese versions, like the English voice acting, which it had some of in the original Japanese version, but it adds almost all of it, all except one line, to this version, as well as Rumble Pack support and several other minor details. I say several, but it's actually just a few. But if you press Z on the title screen, this is new. You get a bunch of slowdown, because these come from the frame buffer, whatever that means. But Mario Wiki says it, so here I am telling you. Let's get off of this really laggy screen. I am playing this on an emulator because I don't own a Japanese Nintendo 64, and I'm playing a fan translation that I will link in the description. Now, I'm not linking any ROMs of the game or anything, but I am playing this on an emulator. I just said that. I think I've covered that knowledge. There are a few fan translations out there, but this one was only linked on YouTube, and this one seems to retain most of the differences. For whatever reason, most translations of the game change things back to the way they were in the original, except for the Rumble Pack support, and I don't know why. But, yeah, so I was originally going to do this with Japanese text, but I found a translation. So things are going to kind of sound the same to you guys, but you have to remember that most of the voice acting, including Peach's voice acting and Lakitu's whoosh sound in the intro, were not there originally. So these were impressive changes. Maybe not impressive, but changes to the Japanese audience when this game was released over there. So let's stop lollygagging and get into it. You may be wondering why I'm playing this game at all. If you've ever seen me before, I'm LP Master 6. And I am Let's Playing in release order to completion every game in every series relevant to the original Super Smash Bros. As long as it is a first or second party series and the game is on Nintendo hardware that is not standalone like the arcade or Game & Watch. And I wasn't going to play this originally, but I have a few different reasons. Well, mainly, it has its own name. And that makes it its own game in my eyes. It has unique box art, and it's called the Rumble Pack version because the game, with my 3 semesters of Japanese from college and the help of Google Translate, have finally translated this game's title for the first time because I've never seen anybody on the internet do it. They just call it Shindō Pak Taiō version, or usually shorten it to Shindō version or edition. It translates to, well, according to Google Translate, let me pull it up here, Seismic Intensity Pack Obi. Intensity with a lowercase I. And pack, of course, doesn't translate because it actually means rumble pack. Shindo means vibration or seismic, basically rumble. And then, of course, you have pack. And then Taiō basically just means relating to, or something like that. It's basically something we would omit from a title or a sentence in English, but they included it there. Taiō is basically useless to the title as far as I can tell. And then version or edition. I'm just calling it Rumble Pack version. So there you go. But as you can see, this is mostly a test, my second reason here, of using a Nintendo 64 emulator to record. It does feel a little weird that our 4th Nintendo 64 game on the channel is just the first one again. But oh well. I'm going to skip through all the text because I am just doing a bare minimum 70-star run of the game. I have no route planned or anything. Just going to be goofing around. But it does feel dirty not 100%ing a game, especially a Mario Collectathon. Like, that just feels gross. But you know what? This is going to help me overcome my obsessive-compulsive issues. And we're just going to go do stuff. We're going to do 70 stars. No more. Obviously, no less, because we can't. Because the backwards long jump was patched out of this version of the game. That was a glitch they removed, and people are upset. Now, the backwards long jump itself, as I sort of almost demonstrated, is still in the game. But you can't make it max out your backward momentum, because they put a cap on Mario's backward movement speed now, making the glitch itself inoperable. Because originally, for those who don't know, the backwards long jump would make you fly through boundaries and walls and stuff, and you could beat the game with 0 stars, you know, glitching your way. But that is out of this version, so no speedrunner ever plays this version unless they want a challenge. But to a casual gamer, especially in Japan in the 90s, this is the superior version. A reason I was not going to do this version is because Japan considers this the regular version of Super Mario 64. They have never re-released the original version of Mario 64. They released this version under just simply the title Super Mario 64. Are you tired of hearing me say Super Mario 64? Man, this music is so loud. But yeah, that's about all I have to say about the game, except that, let's see, there are a couple other differences I would like to demonstrate. Did you hear those two sounds in particular? One of Mario's single jump sounds is slightly higher pitched. This is from the PAL release of the game. The, you know, European, Australia, etc. version. And one of his double jump sounds is higher pitched also. People really complain about that on the internet. I don't think it matters. They usually reuse the higher pitch versions for sound effects in later games anyway. So I'm kind of used to it. Who cares? Also, obviously, Rumble Pack support. I don't think we have to go over that. But, you know, the Rumble Pack wasn't out when the 64 and the original game came out. So it's nice they added it here. International versions were gaining popularity, like games coming out in Japan, then the West with improvements, and then back in Japan with more improvements. That was pretty popular in the 90s. And every source I found for this, and multiple comments on the internet, always say, especially Final Fantasy did this a lot. Like, I don't know why everybody had to say especially Final Fantasy. Never saw a specific game for Final Fantasy or otherwise listed as such, except for maybe, if you want to, this is a bit of an extreme example, but Animal Crossing, which was more than just a bare bones re-release. That was essentially a full enhanced version. Whereas this, we've pretty much gone over all the features, the new features already. You know, of course, there's other little minor changes. The last change I have to go over, really, is some text that isn't here in this fan translation, because they just copy and pasted the English script into the Shindō ROM. A lot of the fan translations I found, you know, are essentially pointless unless you just really want some intense rumble from an emulator in Mario 64, which I don't know why you'd be dying for that, but I guess it is an improvement. But there is text where the game tells you to press B to read signs. In the Japanese script of the Shindō version, they add that you can alternately press A instead of B. And that's it. That's the only change to the script whatsoever, at least according to Mario Wiki. And I think I've covered everything. So how are you guys doing? Whew. My back hurts a lot. It hurts so much. But what else was I going to talk about? I guess I really don't have anything to say about the game, do I? So I can just move on to talking about whatever. If you saw my last Let's Play, BS F-Zero Grand Prix 2 Practice, I mean, I said Happy New Year there too, but I'll say Happy New Year here again. So I didn't finish there telling you what I got for Christmas, but I feel like that conversation is over. Just games, food, the bass guitar I previously mentioned. Couple amiibos, all good stuff. Very great haul this Christmas, and I'm very satisfied. Very much looking forward to the new year. Now, I feel like I say it every year, but New Year's Day is my favorite holiday. I like it more than my own birthday. I like it more than Christmas. It's mostly because of my obsessive-compulsive issues. You know, a hard reset just always feels great. For some reason, I thought that turned around, so I wasn't getting on it. How do I keep forgetting basic stuff that's in Mario 64? I've beaten this game a million times. So, I mean, everybody wanted me to do a speed run in the comments of, you know, my original Let's Play, which, well, we already know that I'm failing on that end. Oh, nice recovery, though. Go me. Okay. Wait, no, we save these for later to be efficient. Now, I wouldn't say I'm doing a speed run at all by any means, but we'll see if I can pull off anything impressive. I don't know. I'm done trying to be impressive because I haven't played since the original Let's Play, which I feel like was a good year ago. I'll open this just in case. Why not? But that was in May. I'm recording this December 28, 2023. Yeah, not that big of a difference at all. Did I shoot up and get the Island in the Sky red coin? I didn't. I already recorded a full hour-long take of this and then decided it wasn't good enough because I was stuttering all over the place. Man, there goes our efficiency yet again. Oh well, whatever. We're fine. You know, we're not in too much of a hurry. This is just an extremely casual run of a game. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't know if that has any appeal to you guys as viewers, but this is basically like the filler arc of January 2024 for LP Master 6. Oh man, this thing is rumbling like crazy. But I don't mind doing filler or anything like that at all, to clarify. You know, I like doing games that I can just talk over and not have to worry about all the neat facts or practicing or anything. It feels great. But I feel like I've been doing too many of those lately, but it's not like I get to decide the order of the games. You know, that's a set order. Nintendo decided the order I played these games for the most part. You know, so I never had to decide a single game. I never play games outside of the order. Except I didn't include games like Tennis or Punch-Out, which had Mario in them. If I were to go back now, I would I would add those to the list, but it's too late. But my main regret is, first of all, swapping the order of Donkey Kong Jr. plus Junior Math Lesson and Donkey Kong Jr. Math, because, yeah, we're not doing Mario Wings to the Sky, please. You think that's one of the 70 stars I'm going to get? Absolutely not. I thought about getting the Chain Chomp one first, but then I didn't. Oops. Just to start off with really doing things out of order. Oh my god, please. Alright, just do it. Thank you. Beautiful. Just do it. That's helpful advice. That's good commentary. Let me take a drink of my water. Oh, that really hit the sweet spot. I'm sorry, what was I saying? Filler games. Oh, I would totally do Tetris for NES or Game Boy, because you play as Mario and Luigi. You know, it's basically a Mario game, because there's more Mario-related Tetris games I'm going to do later. I should have done original Tetris, and I feel weird that I didn't. I mean, it even has a page on Mario Wiki. But oh well, it's too late now. I was terrible at Tetris back then anyway, so whatever. Let's just get started on Womp's Fortress. Let me check the time. Yeah, 15 minutes. We are good to go. Let's chip off Womp's block. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. We don't need any of your text. We've seen it all already. Womp's Fortress is where you really start to see the emulator being ugly. Now, of course, I could make this all HD and nice looking, but I have no desire to do that. I think this looks nice and authentic. Whoa, okay. Ooh. I am using Mupin64 Plus as the emulation wiki said this is the most accurate and most recommended, please, of all the emulators out there. And it hasn't let me down yet. It feels weird that I'm playing on a Nintendo 64 emulator and there's no... oops. No, 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 please. Oh, okay. There's no skips or anything. Oh, yes, I did it. Oh, that feels so good. Can I do it perfectly? I did it. Oh, now that was a speedrun strat right there. Oh, 6-year-old me would have never been able to do that. Oh, feels so good. Oh yeah, Mupin64. Now, if you've seen my videos of SNES emulation where I play with my Switch Pro controller, I complain about how the controller's not completely accurate. And I thought that's going to be especially bad for 64. Nope. The Pro controller is just perfect. So it's not the controller, it's the emulator. Because this is great. Like, this just feels good. It feels like the 64, except when you're doing really precise platforming, just because the control sticks are a lot different. Now, I could buy a really overpriced, you know, Switch-compatible 64 controller, because I'm pretty sure that's also compatible with PC. I'm not even positive about that, though, so glad I didn't, you know, use my money for that, huh? Because it's not like I need it for the Switch. The Pro controller gets the job done. I am very satisfied with this. For all my needs. Except that I have to delete the drivers and reinstall them every single time I connect the Pro controller to my computer. Because it won't reconnect if I disconnect it. I have no idea why. Alright, what time is that? Oh, man, that's only 18 minutes. Sweet. Is that 8 stars or 7? Okay. Well, then let's go get another one. Then maybe we'll go do Bowser, huh? Maybe? Let's see how this goes. Is this going to be one of those moments where I can really impress you guys? I've really given up on impressing people in my videos because commentary, having good commentary and good gameplay is just not... It's not going to happen flawlessly. You can have 7 out of 10 for both, and that's about max. Because one of them has to suffer otherwise, and this is a game where I feel like I got to make them both balance out pretty well. Whew. Alright. Ooh, first try! I said that prematurely, and I was so scared. Now please, don't walk off the edge. Oh, okay. Alright! Do I want to do Bowser? Or do I want to... You know what? Let's do Bowser! Why not? I can do whatever I want. I'm free. I'm free to make my own decisions. And that feels good. I'm not doing things in a particular order. We're having a fun time. We're relaxing. You're watching me... quote-unquote blaze through. Again, no speedrunner by any means. Mario 64, and it's a good time. But again, I'm really impressed with the emulator. I'm just so stuck in the past. Because I've had a computer capable of pretty much anything for a couple years now. And I haven't really done anything impressive with it. I haven't had time to... First death! Mamma mia, indeed. Ooh, what a cringy thing to say. Mamma mia indeed. Just shut up. Oh, and then telling yourself to shut up and commentating on what you're saying. Jeez. Alright, and then you always do this. This conversation could just loop infinitely, so I'm going to end it now. Alright, where was I? Yeah, see, when I played on my computer way back in the day, the early 2010s, like 2011, I think is the first time I tried a Nintendo 64 emulator. I tried 1964 and Project 64, and my computer wasn't great, so that was definitely part of it. I can't believe I haven't failed that jump since I was a kid. It'd be funny if it turns out I actually failed it in the last Let's Play, but oops. No, don't get sidetracked. Finish your first conversation. Oh no, it ran like garbage. Nintendo 64 emulation, in comparison to even later systems, you know, is trash. Notoriously, but this, perfect. You know, they've gotten it down, you know. Oh, you really got me now. That's been stuck in my head ever since I heard, you know, the two most famous versions of that today in my playlist at work. Because this is 8:52 p.m. I rarely record this late, especially now that I go to bed at 10 o'clock. But I've been trying to record this for 2 hours. Oh, but I feel much more confident now. I'm being okay. I'm being tolerable. We need to start racking up one-ups here just in case. Like the old Allstate commercials? You know, just in case. He was the insurance agent. That was pretty funny. That was clever. I liked those. A lot of people, you know, don't like the Jake from State Farm commercials, but I like them. I think they're pretty all right. All right, let's go ahead and do this. Maybe not at this angle. Yeah, this is a good angle. Here we go. Whoo! Beautiful stuff. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. This is where the coin is, yes? Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, so a lot of the stuff I keep wanting to blame, like, oh, that doesn't feel right. I want to blame it on the emulator, the controller, etc. I haven't had any issues like that, except very precise stuff with the control stick. Again, just because the control sticks are different. It's just that, you know, Mario 64, not including DS, just naturally controls like ass. And please, people, feel free to fight me on that, but Mario 64 DS is just far superior. Oh, in almost every way. But okay, no more talking about future games. And again, I grew up with this version. Not DS, although I was a kid when I first got DS, when it came out. Actually, I got it 2 years after it came out? No, I got it a little over a year after it came out. You guys don't care. Alright, let me show you one of the major changes. Listen to Mario and what he says after he throws Bowser. Oh my god. He doesn't say, "So long, gay Bowser!" And everybody on the internet thinks that's because, oh, Nintendo doesn't want, you know, the gay joke. They want that to just be gone and over with. So, which one's closer? This one's closer. Can we? I'm still very bad at this. Okay, beautiful. But no, the change was most likely because his name in Japan isn't Bowser, it's Koopa. So they just changed it to the already recorded bye-bye, which kind of explains everything. So I hope you enjoyed that. I think that's our last change for the whole game. So the rest of this is just Mario 64 here on out. And I think we will be ending off part 1 here. Next time, I'll continue whatever I was talking... Probably not. I already forgot what I was talking about. But goodbye.